What's going on, everybody? On the scene, one of your favorite places. Yeah, the forest property. Oh, that's cleared out. So we're back here doing some spring mulching. Cleaning that out. Taking all those out. Making it pretty for spring. Putting edging and mulching in. Well, I didn't have much to say this morning to the camera. We had a lot of work here, and the rain was supposed to hit right around 4 o'clock. So I knew we had to get moving and get all this work accomplished. The stuff you're seeing me do now, honestly, wow. I was supposed to get this accomplished back when I had that chipper and I was clearing the entire forest of all the trees. Guys, I got so excited. We got to this back corner. I dropped that real big pine tree. And then we got detoured back to the other side of the property for that extra tree. So my mind totally skipped this whole section simply because the route that I had through the property, I did not finish the entire route. I left off this last 20 feet of looking and paying attention. So what you see here me doing, it was already paid for and accounted for. The boys were in the back digging out a lot of liriope. Yeah, I'll show you that section later. So here we go to the edging. And the question is, does edging really make a difference to your properties? Oh, yes it does. By the end of this video, you won't want to do any landscaping, mulching installs unless you can sell the edging included. I'm going to go ahead and break down this whole job, the costs involved, and how much the business and I actually made at the end of this adventure. So stick around for all that information. Yeah, I mean, you can tell right there, that edging just tightens up the place. Wait till you throw down that dyed mulch. Woo! You're going to see it blinging. So this is the first time we've been on this property to do landscaping and the mulching, alright? And it does require a lot of bed prep. As you can tell, the boys are taking debris away left and right. We're pulling up some plastic that needs to get out. You'll see down here on the lower section, when we get down here, we had to fix the section that had all these rocks and little walkway for no reason. So the prepping stage is the most important stage in my opinion. You're forming the edge, you're taking care of every single little detail before you come through and paint it with that mulch. And you'll see here, if that plastic's in the way, just get it out. There's no reason for it, in my opinion. I'm going to be here every week, tending to the property. Not a big fan of fabric or plastic in my mulch beds. That being said, my man here, my awesome neighbor Greg, stopped by to say hi. It was good to see him. Enjoyed the company and the talk, for sure. So over here, this is where the boys just dug up liriope. This whole bed here was full of liriope. And if you've ever dug that stuff out, it's not easy. It doesn't go fast at all. I was very thankful that the boys were here. Free up my back a little bit swinging that pickaxe. Wrapping around the side of the house, there's a lot of moss back here. And that's what we're looking at right here. It's just a section of a whole lot of things. Really just, wow. We'll come back to this. I'll come back to that. Bring on the rakes, bring the wheelbarrow. You'll see here, this is an area that has a lot of erosion and water running. I'm not gonna hard edge this, but I will hook it up and make it work and look beautiful. There we go. 6 scoops of mulch on the trailer, dyed brown. It retails for $50 a scoop. Yeah, there's the pile of debris right there that I just got done cutting off. It's mulching season. First load of mulch this year out of the 2 tractor trailer loads that we had to put down. And yeah, you already saw that. Show you what we got down so far. Oh, those edges. That's right. Nice crisp edges. Keep a nice shape to everything. This makes a huge difference, guys. Highly recommend you get good at this technique and you start charging your customers and letting them see the difference as well. The area over here on the side of the house that I have forgotten about clearing out in the past. There are future plans here, but for right now, it's nice and cleaned up. Not an overgrown mess of just chaos of bushes grown together. There are also future plans of re-landscaping and possibly adding a front porch deck here. Back at the mulch scene, let's talk about this mulching process real quick. I have Dalton going up against the foundation and everything that I can't reach from the grass area. Speeds up my process immensely to have someone going in front of me hitting that. We usually split the beds in half is my method. Alright, and make sure if you have stuff in the beds, take all this stuff out. The hoses, the seashells, all that good stuff. One of my pet peeves when I'm doing mulch jobs is up against the foundations, and there's no excuse not to have a perfectly straight line up against a house. When I step back and look at this picture, I don't want to see a wavy line of mulch up against a foundation ever. So once you get done, make sure you place back everything exactly the way it was, or in my opinion, and most of the time, I'm going to put it back better than it was. Seashells look good. Roll over here to this Laripe section that the boys worked hard on. We had to get this out for the client because we are surrounded by woods and we do have copperheads in abundance around here. When you have these patches of Laripe grass and other ground coverings, it brings in a huge possibility of snakes. It can be good to keep the rodents down, or it could end up just scaring you to death, or even worse, biting you. Looking good, all cleaned up, and he is happy with it, for sure. Much better area to sit at your porch. So let's jump into this job and the costs involved. When I came out and looked at it, like I said, I hadn't done it before, so I didn't know exactly how much mulch it was. So I had bid it at 5 scoops with a clause in the contract that said any additional scoops will be billed at $120 purchased, delivered, and installed. That being said, the job broke down to being $13.35 for the 5 scoops of mulch and the labor involved in prepping the beds and edging the beds. Remember, the tree removal and the work that you saw me do at first was already paid for. So we have 6 scoops of mulch which my cost is $240. All right, we got pay for the boys is down $210. Then we go ahead and throw in a dump fee of $15. That leaves the company with $870. All right, that's the total cost of the job, and that's how much the company ended up making on our wonderful, beautiful, hard day of work that we put in. You'll see me put this weeder edge down. That's going to be good enough, and I'll shape the mulch itself to help that water flow stay outside. Eventually we'll have to address this situation. I'm not really sure what's going on yet, but I'll just come out here during a rainstorm and check out this guttering system to see what happens. Hope this helps you guys out in your March and April and May mulching madness that we all hit. Most of mine is scheduled for March, and it is March mulching madness for sure. This is the first adventure you're going to see, and this is probably one of the smallest and easiest jobs we're going to get to. I knew I had a nice little time to squeeze it in, and this client was the very first one to respond to my email that I have a wonderful video about, and he prepaid the entire job up front, therefore he saved 10% on the whole cost. Now, the mulch itself, I buy in bulk, and I pay up front for it all. Therefore, I get a discount, which allows me to pass that discount on to my clients, which I do. It made me adjust it next season because my costs did go up because of the fuel involved on the delivery process. We'll talk about that in another video, because you'd be amazed at how much you could actually save by buying product in bulk, especially mulch. I don't know about y'all, but there's a ton of money that I make in mulching, and the springtime is bountiful with work. End of the day, wrapping it up right on time. Yeah. Now go back about 7 videos and find that email that I sent to my clients, and it'll hook you up. If not this year, definitely hook you up in the future. You won't have all that chaotic running around in the springtime. Now you can do it.
The Black Randall. Oh no, he got that on tape. Show him. You gotta look at it, Nick. The Black Randall.
Good Lord. They're being mean, so. Alright, guys. Finish up running time. 4:20 on Monday. It's loaded up. And it's raining. So, yeah. Time to go home and get cleaned up. Y'all be good. Be kind. Love each other. Peace.
Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Yeah.